Hi, good morning. I'm Afifah from UK. I'm nice to meet you.
Morning, I'm Mr. Sarul, a Human Resources Manager here. Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. Today my team would like to interview you about workers' right and discipline in Lembaga Tabung Haji.
Yeah, sure you can. Have a sit.
First of all, I would like to ask about medical leave. In your organization, how many days of rest are given to the employees? Do all employees have a quota regardless of position?
Only once in a month for leave. Yes, it's the same for everyone.
If your organization requires one-on-one service workers on vacation, holidays, is it a mistake legally, and what if it's an employee refused?
It is considered to the things that need to be resolved. They are allowed to take overtime working hours and would get paid.
What is the payroll if working on holidays? Is it a fixed or dependent payment?
Payment is paid by the amount of working hours on the day.
The first question for the recruitment section is, how long should the employee contract termination notice for the employer be given?
As you are aware, all companies generally require that a service contract termination notice be given as early as 3 months prior to the termination of the service contract. However, in the event of an urgent causing notice to be given within 24 days, we still receive it, but salary on that month may not be available.
Next question, is it possible for an employee to terminate a service contract without notice? If not, what action will you take?
Not necessarily, because this is a type of misconduct by the employee, and our action is to not pay the employee the salary and his name will be recorded.
The third question is, are you going to hire an employee with a problem like having a previous workplace misconduct or previous criminal record?
In this case, actually it depends on the courtesy of the HR whether to take or not, but for me, it is not a mistake as long as the employee has changed and does not repeat the wrong. If the employee is hired, they will be under surveillance for a period of time.
Alright sir, I would like to ask about work termination scope. Is it possible for a female worker to give birth where fired?
Female workers who are in maternity leave should not be terminated, because if we terminated the employment of a female employee while on leave for maternity leave, it would be a big mistake from us, unless the termination is because we terminated our services.
Oh, I see. Can an employee be laid off without any cause?
Employees cannot be dismissed without any reason or notice, because under the Act, we as employers must comply with the notice 1 or 2 months in advance to notify the termination of the service.
What is your opinion regarding the right of employment protection, that the employee cannot be fired or discharged within the agreed term of the contract? Is it appropriate for an employee to be dismissed without being contractually terminated due to a grave breach of trust and so on?
In my opinion, employees have the right not to be fired when they are still involved with the contract period unless they have committed a serious misconduct. At the same time, employees should also be dismissed for their misconduct.
I would like to ask about wrong and immediately among employee in Tabung Haji. Can disciplinary action be taken against an employee known to be drug addict or intoxicated? How can an employee be classified as taking or abusing drugs until they are subject to disciplinary action?
Can, if it might interfere with the performance of an individual's work.
What are the department's actions for cases of sexual harassment complaints at work?
We will listen to the explanation from both parties and company will investigate, such as looking for witnesses or CCTV footage.
How do you feel when one of the employees at this company complains to a government agency about whistleblowing, illegal whistleblowing? What kind of action will be taken against the employee who made the report?
Preferably, we recommend that the whistleblower consult first with the internal authorities before complaining to the government or other agency, as not to aggravate the situation. If the cases or problem that been reported are true, we will protect the whistleblower's identity or we will take an action if the cases that are reported false, because it involves the reputation of the company.
It is generally known that employers have the right to monitor calls, texts or social media use made by employees during working hours. So, how do you feel about using your phone while at work? Are there specific systems or technologies used to track or monitor workers?
Phone usage in office hour is allowed but must be kept in mind, or only if it is necessary. Currently, no advanced technology is used to detect employee actions except for CCTVs.
Next is about remuneration. Are all female employees eligible for paid maternity leave?
Yes, definitely, because it is an incentive to them.
What is your view of policy about minimum wage of RM 1200 in major cities? Is it reasonable or otherwise?
In my opinion, it is immaterial, but they have to give good returns to the organization.
All right, sir. About the benefit and employer's opinion. What is the role of the head of department if a subordinate is found to be in serious financial debt?
One of the duties of the head of the department is to monitor the staff under his or her care in compliance with regulations. If the employee still does not comply and is in serious financial debt, the head of department must notify his financial management. If, however, the staff has performed well and has not committed any misconduct, then disciplinary action should not be taken. The head of department must constantly monitor that it does not affect work performance and that there is no abuse of power.
Are there efforts and assistance provided by the department to encourage people with disabilities to enter the workforce?
In the High Fund, there is no specific help to help people with disabilities enter the workforce. As you know, people with disabilities have many disadvantages, and they should not be overlooked as they also contribute to the country. As a result, various efforts have been made to assist the disabled, such as the government-sponsored scheme, the SBGP, OKU, which aims to strengthen the economy of the disabled and encourage their involvement in the labor market.
How does the unions in your organization work? Do they play a role or not?
Within the High Fund, there is an active trade union called the High Board of High Sectai. These unions play a role in protecting workers, protecting the welfare of workers, protecting workers' rights and benefits, and ensuring the well-being of the workers in the future. Any problems faced by the workers will be solved by this union.
Through the 2020 budget, the government plans to launch a Graduates at Work graduate who is unemployed for more than 12 months will be offered job opportunities through this program. So, how do you take the initiative to realize the policy?
In my opinion, Graduates' Work is a great incentive for graduates. Those who are unemployed for more than 12 months and are eligible will receive a job offer in TH and a 2-year salary incentive of RM 500 a month in addition to their salary. Meanwhile, the TH will receive an incentive of hiring RM 300 a month for the same period. As such, these incentives provide opportunities for graduates to begin their careers.
That's all from us. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. We're very appreciated.
You are most welcome. Till we meet again, and good luck for your future presentation.